All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. It's episode 14, and look who we have
Thank
on
you
the
very much. It's gorgeous here.
Do you like
It's
it?
bloody lovely.
It's smaller than people think, though, isn't it?
Yes. There's not much going on behind there, but this,
like
this
a Norwegian
is bloody
landscape.
lovely.
Like a Norwegian landscape, did you say? The fjords. Is that what they're called? The fjords? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome aboard. Welcome to the show. You're obviously on a loan deal here from the EBoys.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, I've snaked the boys this week. We didn't record a podcast this week because I forgot to ask Stephen on ours. So we've got no podcast for this week. So I've come on here instead.
So you at least the EBoys are being represented somehow, somewhere.
Yeah, we're showing up. Some of us are showing up, but it was my fault. Yeah.
That's fine.
We'll chuck you some ad rev.
Yeah. No, we won't.
Talking about Adrev. What's
Whoa.
on the desk there, boys?
You see, if you're on YouTube, then you will have already seen the ad. You see, you'd already have seen
It's
it.
already played.
Sorry, we just haven't heard any ads on our podcast, so
You'll get
not
there.
up to date with that. Yeah.
To be fair, the EBoys are still above us on the fucking Spotify charts. The bastards. They're so far ahead.
Do you know the
Really?
one?
I can't believe it.
The one no one can reach is fucking Jack, mate.
Oh.
He's like Champions League spots all
Yeah,
the time.
I reckon he's got
Very
bots
high.
in India downloading his shit. There is no way. He's sitting up at like top 5, bro.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Where are you? Where are you?
Don't
Yeah,
know, top 40?
We're up there.
Top
Chip,
40.
we're up there.
I don't think it even goes down to 40.
We're top 40. We're top 40. We're top 40. Anyway.
Yeah.
Run us through what you're drinking today. You've actually, for the first time ever, we have a guest here that's double parking.
Yeah, no peeve dodging from me. Well, I wanted a beer, but you said I wasn't allowed a beer. So I was only allowed a beer if I took a spirit drink with it. So I thought I'll start on the Corona and then we'll get into it later. But I'm managing both as we go.
The rule is normally you finish a spirit drink and then you move on to the beer, but...
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Well, no one briefed me on that. I just came in and did
That's
what
all
I
right.
want.
That's all right. You
Thank
can
you.
have
Yeah,
that.
appreciate the
different
hospitality.
rules for you, you know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I've gone for something a bit different today. I've gone for the gin,
is
but
it?
then but Will opened my eyes to something that was on our own shelf here, which is the Sipsmith London Lemon Drizzle Gin, which, by the way, is fantastic. It's not even an ad. I'm just telling you that this tastes phenomenal.
I'll be honest, I don't know. We've got so many drinks here, and I honestly don't know
They all look pretty
what's
much
on our
sealed.
wall.
No, I'm
yeah,
not
because
close.
we haven't opened half of them.
Just for the decoration. I'm liking the look of this jumping goat stuff. That looks very left side. Yeah, you've got a good array here.
The thing is, what has happened a couple times is once the cameras have stopped rolling, the drinks have continued to roll, and we stay here while we can.
Essential filming work.
Essential
right?
drinking.
Yeah,
is what it
It's
is.
essential planning for the next podcast.
Exactly.
While I'm absolutely trolleyed.
That's it. You're just getting in the headspace.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see no one's touched the whiskey though. That's still very full. No one brave enough yet.
I think it'll probably be around like episode 80 where that starts coming out and we're completely lost for shit to talk about. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Although it has to be said though, we are quite a few. Like for example, this passion fruit. Like we're through that. We're
looks
on
banging.
our 5th bottle of Sambuca. Like
That's a chip special, right?
What, the passion fruit?
liqueur.
yeah.
That's what you've written all over.
You know me, I love a fruit juice.
Go on. You can have a sip of it.
Tastes like Capri Sun.
Yeah, give that. Or just neck it.
Yeah, just
we're
like
here for a long time. I know what the crack is. Banging, yeah. What's it? Oh, only 15%. I see.
Yeah.
We'll save that.
It's more of a flavor.
Yeah, you know, like
Flavour
apple
special.
sours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of vibe.
Nice though.
Anyways, lockdown's been announced. It's extending for another 40 days. So cheers to that, Chip.
I'm actually really excited.
To the boys.
You're really excited. Why are you so excited? There's literally nothing to be excited
You know
about.
what? Around the world, I wonder how many wanks have been had during lockdown.
Are you still off it?
No, I actually
Congrats.
had one.
When?
Because
Talk to us.
but
What was
I
what made you
I
crack?
achieved my overall goal,
Which was?
which was to stop doing it completely, and I still don't do it.
But you did it though, so you didn't stop.
Yeah, but I
completely.
did it for like 2 months. Like that was the
yeah,
goal.
yeah, I'm not
I
criticising
started
you.
in before November or something at the night, and then
Yeah.
ended the year with no wank.
So talk to us about this. I didn't know that you.
It was all in preparations for something big. So I was
yeah.
like, I was like, I can't go in to this game. Okay, I can't go
8-second
into
royale.
chess when I'm playing checkers. So I had to level up. So bang, I've whipped out the lotion. No porn. I've just gone straight for the imagination.
Yeah.
Right,
The wank
yeah.
bank.
What I thought about I'll leave that to you.
Prefer not to speak.
And then yeah, I've done it. 30 seconds and we're done.
It's an improvement on his 20 seconds, okay?
And do you feel like it helped for when it was time to really step up to the real deal? Do you
I
think
think so. That combined with the Kegels, everything, I was on form.
What are your thoughts on? Well, you obviously fully back the old tactical beating of the monkey, shall we say? Because we're not on a demonetization vibe. So we're going to refer to it as beating the monkey.
Keep forgetting about that.
Do you believe in the tactical beat the monkey, or because I absolutely do.
I don't ever think that far ahead, to be honest.
Really?
No.
If I know something's coming down later in the day, I'll preempt that and make sure I go for a test run.
So, like, say you're going out at night and you're meeting someone. Yeah. What time in the day? Like, will you do what times? I don't think I've ever.
I think it's normally like a night before kind of thing.
A night before?
On the same day. It doesn't work. Bro, it doesn't work if you do it the night before.
Not if you built up 2 months of.
Okay.
If you built up 2 months in the chamber.
Yeah.
What was it?
Was it a huge? Was it a mad thing?
It was like a natural disaster. I swear to God. I was just watching it like, wow, this is really like the end of an Avengers film. It's fucking going crazy.
Fair enough. Well, did it go well at least when it came down to showtime?
Fantastic. On Showtime, I had a 9.4 Who Scored rating. It was fantastic.
You smashed it.
I was in Team of the Week.
Team of the week. Speaking of football, we are all actually in the same FPL league, fantasy.
I mean, there's leagues within leagues. Yeah, there's leagues within leagues.
I'm not in this league because I'm right at the bottom. I'll come out straight away. So if you guys want to talk between yourselves, two players that actually know what they're doing and are doing well.
Well, I would like to say at the time of recording this, I am sitting at the top of the league right now due to a Joel stinker. He was sitting at number 1.
2 back.
Yeah, and Will is hot on my tail right now.
Keep me honest. Keep me honest.
Really and
thing
truly.
Is though, you're waiting for today. Half of Joel's players play, so you'll be dethroned tonight, right?
Possibly. Joel's only got like 3-4 players left to play.
I still have my captain and Rashford to play today. And my Jackie Grealish, aka
Stinks,
aka the big Jack dog,
stinks
as an FPL asset.
No, he doesn't.
I've never seen him get anyone more than like 6 points. He's got lovely hair, right, and lovely coughs, but you put him in, and I'll never see a return.
You're putting him in the wrong weeks.
There's no way you've
He's whacked out the yellow card.
That's a yellow card.
That's completely fair, to be honest.
I'm gonna start talking. I'm done at that point. I'm done.
I've got Jackie Grealish playing tonight, but yeah, you're right. Joel does have quite a few players to come in tonight, and I could be dethroned. But should things swing my way once again, then I could be looking at getting comfortable at the top. But like I said, you're just behind.
That top spot's cursed though. Chris had it, and he was comfy.
Yes.
And now he's in the doldrums, and then Joel was taking the piss out of everyone, 70 points ahead, laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he's looking
That's
like
why
he's
I've decided to stay at the bottom.
Yeah, you keep it consistent down in 7th, mate.
That's why I tried to just stay out of the way.
You are now 150 points behind me, Chip.
No, I can't be.
You are 150
I can't be, but I've not got half my team hasn't played this week.
Yeah, that's true.
I will.
Have you used like the chips?
No, not really. I haven't used my free hit.
Yeah.
I haven't used my triple captain either, but I have used my second wildcard and my bench.
All right, you're still all right then.
I'm still in it.
I think Theo's paying.
Possibly.
I think Theo's paying.
Mate, when you hear Theo talk about FPL, it's honestly one of the most jarring things ever. It's just frustrating to listen to someone that has no clue about football talk as if he knows what's going to happen in the week coming.
Well, he plays a lot of FIFA, but he doesn't watch. Like he'll tune in 70th minute, Arsenal winning 3-0 against Burnley. Yeah. Then he's there and he's supporting.
But he's got like 100 pair of boots in that.
Surely he loves like playing it, but I think he loves playing it more than he loves watching it. That's what he said the other day, anyway.
Yeah, it is. It's true. He did say that. But
right.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out Mignolet.
Mignolet.
Do you remember his Mignolet stinker?
Who?
When he was slandering Liverpool in the Champions League, and he got all the football Twitter turned on him because he was like, Mignolet had a stinker. And
it was Karius.
And the clip went like massive. Bless
He's had a couple of them. Yeah. He had one with like one of the Berlin clubs.
It's brutal though. It's brutal, especially when football Twitter jump.
Football, they're savage, but they love him now.
But to be fair, I would argue that Theo's sort of peak in his life was Wembley Cup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was mad.
That goal that he scored in Wembley Cup.
He showed up on those days, didn't he?
Yeah.
He loved it. Well, to be fair to him, he was playing against a bunch of people that had their laces tied together. Do you know what I mean? Like we're all rubbish, and he has decent footballing ability, and he managed to actually put something together. And
Did
so
you play in that? Was it the 2016 one? Did you play in that one where he scored the goal?
No,
How many of you played it?
This is really bad. You know, I've played in one, and I don't know what one it is. I think it was the very first one.
Well, I was in the very first one as well.
What's that?
Do you remember it wasn't live? It was like they uploaded like the highlights video.
Yeah, I think
was
that
a
was
very-
the
Yes.
one I went to.
That one.
Yeah, I think that was the one I went to. I didn't go to one where there were fans. I don't think. No, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, and then we did the Rebel.
Obviously, the one when they split it into the four stinkers.
Yeah,
That
I
was-
just did. That was.
I
it just
did not
didn't hit the
enjoy
same.
that. I did not enjoy that.
I mean, we
I
all
wanted
know.
to play like as little as possible. So I was like, I know this is not going to go well because you're playing against sweats. Like when it's YouTubers, you're like, well, I'll be shit, but there'll probably be one or two people shitter than me.
Yeah.
When it's like F2FC and they're all like, like primed and like ready to just go through, you think, I can't be fucking arsed.
Mate, it was. That's the thing. It was just so serious compared to anything else I'd ever done.
Because it was like people's brands on the line. It's like, this is our football business. F2, we're really good. Like you had Rebel, like that's a serious, as much as it can be, like serious football team. Oh no! Coming into that, I was like, I don't want to do this.
The whole lead up to that was honestly just such a shambles. The day that I had a great time on the day. Like it was sick playing football with the Rebel boys, and I had an amazing time. But just looking back on it, I was there like it was just a lot of stress, so much controversy afterwards. We obviously had the big Steven.
You must have got a lot better at football from your little Rebel stint.
I got better, but I'm still shit. Like,
what
I'm
position
still
you play?
You play
shy.
fullback a lot, right?
Yeah, well, that's where you tend to go if you don't
you're
really.
shit.
if you're shit, do you know what I
Little
mean?
Reece James vibes. Is that what you were giving me?
Mate, a 6'3" fullback, it just doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? But I could actually play centre back, all right. But honestly, like
You're giving me Aaron
Do
Wan-Bissaka
you remember,
vibes.
do you remember the me and Joe Suggs centre back partnership in Sidemen? I remember, mate. So awful.
I can't remember. How's this happened?
It was the what was the
Sidemen-
7-2, 7-3? Yeah.
Yeah, where we got pumped. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
And
So
it was.
I was just speaking to Mia for like 4 or 5 weeks going into that, right? And I was like,
This is your girlfriend.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend. And I'm like, come down to this charity match. And I'm thinking, fucking loads of people there. It's gonna be like whatever. And I'm like, yeah, me, my family. Well, that'll look cool. And anyway,
So how long have you been seeing her? We're
we're coming up like 3 years now.
No. At the time of this.
Like early talking stages, like
A few
6 weeks maximum.
Oh, right, okay,
maximum.
okay.
And then so we start, and it's me and Joe Sugg at the back, and 2 minutes in, literally 2 minutes in. So Jay Swingler, right? He plays it a tiny bit behind me, and you've seen my touch. Like I was that, and the pressure was on. I flapped it, right? It goes through me, in between me and Joe. Simon through, bangs it. 2 minutes in, I've got your face, right? Like imprinted onto my brain. You gave me the dirtiest look because he was captain at the time, right? And I'm going fuck, and I'm looking for someone to be like, come on, Will, it's fine. It wasn't your fault. It was behind you. I just got that Cal Freezy.
Oh no!
I must have been looking at him like, what the fuck am I about to play 90 minutes with here?
And then it was like what, like 15, 20 minutes in, Chris came back to like give us some advice.
Yeah.
But he didn't like come back like, seriously. He just came back and like just was laughing while he was saying, he was like, when you do this, make sure you drop back. And he was just like, you'll be all right? You'll be all right. He's going, Jay, you go centre back, and Will, you go right back, and you just stay out there.
Was this the game that was at St. Mary's?
Yeah, it was the no, it was the second
one.
Charlton one.
Oh, Charlton.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Not the first one. The first one was brilliant when
Yeah.
we won, and we had that big
Mate, I'm telling you, winning is so much more fun. But did you play?
I played in the second one.
Yeah. Also, okay. So that
Did
would
you
be that
not
one.
have
then.
a?
Yeah,
You did your
yeah.
hamstring
You
or
remember
something.
that injury I was showing you the other day, where my
Yeah.
quad grows halfway down my leg?
Yeah.
That's the injury that I got before that game, and that's why I could only play. I
Okay.
came on, did a little shimmy on Zerka.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Drop the shoulder on
Yeah,
him.
I drop the shoulder on
Send
him.
him back to Modern Warfare 2.
Run down the line, and that's it. And then I've come back off.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I put in a little 30-meter sprint.
You were on our team. Yeah.
Yeah, you all stars.
So we won.
Did we?
Yeah, we won.
Wait, in the
Chris
second
MD.
one we won. Like what,
2-0.
2-0. Yeah.
Castro.
That Chris MD
Yeah.
final goal.
I remember that
I
Castro
can
goal.
still
Oh
see
my
it.
God.
Was it a little
that's
Castro
brilliant.
header? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Castro had us straight on, and then it was like 1-0 the whole game. proper
So
bore fest.
tense.
Proper bore fest.
Yeah.
And then what, like 88th minute, Chris MD Wilde.
Did they try and mix up the teams because of the
Of
first
course
battering?
they did, bro. Of course.
Mate.
It was, what was it? JMX, Josh Peters, and
Me
Reed
and Reed
was the spine, right? And the next year, it was me and Joe Sugg. Of course.
Oh my
Simon was
God.
going, no, you're not out.
Yeah.
Let we're through.
What were they thinking at the time? Like, this is a great centre-back partnership. Joe Sugg and Will.
Well, they didn't necessarily get to pick it, but I did always say to them, because I mean, at the end of the day, the sidemen obviously had their team, and then they would bring in like Manny and JME and things like that with their friends, which is fair enough. But then, like at the end of the day, they chose who they were against. So the first year they batter us, and they go, right, we need to even it up a bit more. So they did, and then we won 2-0, but it was a bit of a bore fest.
Yeah.
For the people, I mean, if you're playing in it, it's tense. You're only 1-0 up for the whole
It's the
game.
right
and
decision. Like, if someone's getting, it's not that deep. Like, you want to make it a high scoring
but
game.
then the next year, they obviously went, yeah, that's not happening again. And so next thing you know, we get absolutely packed in on the final year, like 7,
Wait, was
whatever.
it 3?
There's been 3, yeah. Yeah, and that last one we just got battered, and I was there. I mean, all you have to do is look at the team sheet. You know how the game's going to go.
Crazy times, you know. They
Yeah,
were
but that
good
was
times.
cool.
Those were good times. That was the golden
Oh,
era
you're
of
playing in
YouTube.
front of 15,000, 20,000 people. I forget how many.
30 at one
30,
time.
was
They-
it 30?
They sold
Yeah.
out Charlton at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time.
Mate, that,
Be good to run it back.
that was
Do you think
class.
ever?
Maybe one day.
In my gut feeling says maybe never again.
It's like, are they going to bring
I
out the Harry
think
Potter?
I would love for them to do it one more time.
That would be
man.
so elite.
One more time. Just give us one last hurrah.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like we're all old and retiring, but you know what I mean.
We are though.
We are.
A testimonial,
We are.
a YouTube, the mass UK testimonial.
You know what I want to see? I want to see you with a beard, Will. Because you're cracking
Me
up.
too, fella. I'm me trying.
Well, you're
This
still
is-
24.
24 going on 25 soon.
So
is-
surely
bro,
we're gonna see a couple
I'm doing my
sprouts
best,
popping
mate.
up here and there.
No, mate, I've got like, so I can get here, right? I can get a straggly bit here and here,
Yeah.
and I've got like two or three that dot in here.
You know it's all
I'm
gonna come
trying my
through.
best,
It's all
mate.
gonna come through at once. Just one day, like one month.
I don't
it's
think
like,
it is,
fuck.
mate. I think
Nah,
this is very
surely.
naive. Some people never
We
get
were
it, and I'm
saying,
one of
really?
the people.
There are people that genuinely never get a beard.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
mate, mine is
Surely,
a
by,
poor
I
excuse.
thought it was by 30. Like most people do, generally have a bit of face hair going on. Is
I've
that
got
not,
a
is that-
bit. I've got a little bit.
You'll
Not
have a bit
much.
of facial hair, but
'Cause
it
mine
is genetic
didn't
as to
start
whether
coming-
you
yeah.
can grow like the full beard. That's
Mine's
all
shy.
it is.
Mine's patchy all over. It's
No,
still
but
not come
it's
through
you
properly.
still got coverage. Like you still
Yeah.
got. Where are you missing?
I believe in you, fella. It's gonna come through.
Thank you,
You know,
mate.
you still got
Thank
your
you.
hair on your head, so that's
Yeah.
that's important.
All right. Well, the good news is, guys, we are continuing to keep lights on. In fact, this one's probably a bit of a moneymaker for the boys. I'm not even joking,
Oh,
Chip. We are
all right.
fucking caking it these
Getting
days.
a lot
Come
of
on
money
now,
from
fella.
this episode, you know.
I love that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this ad read. You already know how it is. Now, it's actually something. It is actually good that I'm doing this ad read because it's something that I feel all three of us can at least relate to. Because this
not
is
Viagra,
with
is it?
BetterHelp. And essentially, what BetterHelp is it's not a crisis line and it's not a self-help line. It's professional counseling and essentially therapy. So what they do is they go ahead and they match you with your own licensed professional therapist. And there's a massive range of different therapists that you can choose from, and you'll be assigned one as well. The service is available worldwide. So this isn't just a UK one, which is happy days. And I don't know about you, but I feel like, especially during lockdown, mental health has become such an important thing. And not only that, but therapists, in my opinion, are one of the most underrated things that you can possibly get involved
They
in.
belt.
Yeah, they do. With that being said, though, it's not free, so it's it does cost money. So that is something to keep in mind when you guys are listening to stuff like this. But if you can afford it, then I definitely recommend it. It's helped me a lot. So what you do is you can log into your account anytime, send a message to your counselor. You'll get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule weekly videos or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room, as you tend to do with traditional therapy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so that they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. So, because that's another thing, and I think Chip's probably had this before, is you might not get along, but one works well for you and then another doesn't.
Yeah.
You
Some
know
of
that
them
feeling?
waffle.
Yeah.
You know.
So you swap it up. And yeah, so essentially, if you guys are interested, then go and check out betterhelp.com/fellas. That's BetterHelp, HELP, and join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health and help with the help of an experienced professional. So go ahead, check that out. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. The fellas listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/fellas. So there you have it.
Wow.
If you need therapy, go
it
there.
was on my list, my list of things to do this year was like top resolution was get a therapist.
There you go.
And
have you done it?
I go
no,
on.
I'm on it. I'm on the plan.
I suppose it's still only January. You still got time.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it.
Would you? Do you see yours in person? Can you still?
But I was meant to. I was meant to go see her in person, but then the second lockdown hit. But I just do mine over Zoom.
Yeah.
And it's decent, but I would prefer to do it in person because I want to sit there in the big chair and feel like
do you get a lie down?
I want to feel like the main.
Just a cliche.
I want the main character vibes. I want to sit there with a drink in my hand, shake my head.
I can't believe you'll never guess what's happened to me this week. Just start venting out. But I think it's probably one of the most underrated things. But like I said, not everyone has the access to a therapist because it is, it costs money. But if you can afford it, get on it. It's worth it.
Yeah. What you just said.
Yeah, cool. So, anyways, William,
you know what? Don't leave him in charge. Not to the brand.
Mate, he's let me do it a couple times, and it was funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's funny. It takes about twice the length. It
takes a long time because he processes the ad read so well, and I'm just sat there. And
he just read off his notes up.
I'm just trying to figure out what the commas are, and then how do I say that? And then he's just like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, better help, bank.
We actually had a bit of a struggle trying to figure out what to talk to you about because you tend to just sit inside your room for the most part. But
don't worry, we do
it's
too.
It's good to be here, boys. It's good to be here.
But we did notice that recently you have decided to step outside of your room when possible and under the right guidance. And you're doing a little thing with JD at the minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So what's that then? Are you doing a bunch of stuff with JD? And what's his? I saw the first video that you did with Steven and Specs, and Specs has just. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever.
Unbelievable.
I'd love to get him on at some point, but I did see loads of comments on there saying that you have like a black card.
Yeah. So
what's that about?
Well, I've not seen it yet, right? There's no physical evidence of it yet, but I did like I don't know if you saw the ads. Like I did a shoot day for like the ads that have been running pre-roll on YouTube, and in the script it was like, we've given you this this JDX black card, right? So just like a Nando's black card for JD. They were like, you can take the piss, you can get as many pairs of shoes as you want.
It's all free.
Whatever. And they're going, best thing is, right, there's only 2 people in the world that's got one.
Right.
You and Anthony Joshua. So
right.
It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix to choose the 2 to give it to you. So they're like, whatever you want, you can just, come in and grab or just let us know what you want and we'll sort you out with it.
What?
So, but again, no sign of it yet.
We've always been mates, by the way.
Yeah.
You look so good.
We've done like a month's worth of work, and I've still not seen it, JD. So
Oi, JD,
I want the physical. Like,
I was hoping you were going to whip it out here.
I sadly don't have it.
That is so. Oi, JD need to step up their game.
They don't. They're a brilliant company. Subscribe to their YouTube channel right now.
But so what? You doing like loads of videos with them? Like, why do you get a black card and the boys don't?
Because I'm like presenting their YouTube channel for this year. Like I think there's just over the course of this year.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want? The Smirnoff. Yeah. All right, there you go.
Out of everything there, surely there's better.
Yeah, maybe there is.
I don't.
Grapefruit and
How far are we in? 30 minutes or so. Okay, that's interesting.
What's the usual? Sorry, just getting off topic. What's the usual trajectory for these podcasts? Does it end up very mixy at the end? Does it end up like by the end? Me and you back in the day type podcast in the end, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. You know what? I have reined myself in since those old school
This is
True
good
Geordie.
because Chip's here now. This is like closing that book from the first podcast.
Oh my!
Do you remember we proper dropped you in it on that?
Oh yeah, when you dropped me in it on that, I hated it.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yo, Chip actually didn't speak to me for like 2 years after that.
Yeah.
Nah, seriously.
But we
I have to apologise.
We proper rustled it out. What would you say rustled out? We ironed it out.
But
there was tears and everything, cuddles. Missed you. Carl kept saying, I missed you. You're one of the greatest people of all time that I've ever met. You're like a brother. You're like a brother to me. My mum always says you're like a second son, and I'm just like, fucking hell, I don't even know her name, but whatever.
Mad.
Anyway, we do throw a couple of real-time events into this podcast.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
We mix it up. It's crazy.
What have you got?
Yeah, it's almost like Fortnite. But anyway, it is that time.
What time?
Sambuca alarm?
Oh,
Yeah. Come on, I know.
It's time.
Lord. Here we go. All right, now we just need
So we do this for every guest that reeks of piss, and obviously
Fuck's sake.
Here we go.
we really need to get shot glasses.
We've not got shot.
Like, how do we own a
Thinking,
bar with
fuck
no
me,
shot
it's gonna be a bit
glasses?
strong.
Yeah. But the True Geordie podcast that we did,
Oh
mate,
my
you and me
God.
used to just get
Yeah.
battered
I've
on
learned-
there.
I've never
Since
been on
then.
one of them. He did ask me once. But
Like when he puts he gets these big bottles of champagne for the Christmas one.
Oh.
I've learned since then. Everyone who goes on it for the first time, like Stephen got his baptism of fire. Alex didn't know, they just go for it. It's a trap, mate. It's a fucking trap.
I'd love to go on there and just get absolutely pissed.
No,
No,
mate,
you
it's
wouldn't,
a
bro.
trap,
If
bro.
you're saying you don't watch these podcasts back,
Yeah.
I won't
and you're
watch
on
it back.
control of these ones. All right,
I won't
okay.
watch it
But
back.
the amount of time, I think what you and me did too, right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the amount of things that were asked to be like cut out of those episodes
Yeah.
were pretty nuts.
And some of them won't have been as well.
Yeah, but yeah. So the old school True Geordie ones, but I didn't get invited to this year's Christmas one. But I'm sure it's just because the table was full. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, cheers to
Cheers.
the Sambuca alarm. The return off.
yeah. All that
Cheers,
stuff.
cheers.
All
Here we
that
go.
stuff. This is a big one. This one.
Oh, that was a big old bastard.
Well, it's
Bro.
nice that though.
That's. Give me a
Oi.
sec. Give me a sec.
No
You
way,
genuinely just give me a double shot there.
mate. You didn't finish. You didn't
couldn't
finish.
get it
That's a
all
yellow
out.
card. That's a yellow
What
card.
happens when the red comes
You
out?
give me
though?
the biggest shot I think I've ever had.
I don't care. Don't care. You didn't get it down. You
Woo.
drink what's in the cup.
Yeah, I see this going dangerous places.
But yeah, the old school True Geordie. I think that was when was the first time that I met you? When was the first time that you met Will?
I met Will. I don't know. Early doors though. It was very early doors. I don't know where, but it was like
Do
when
know
you were
what?
small.
I
Willis,
remember
meeting
meeting you. Do you remember there was a club night and Adam Salah was there? I think it was Libertine.
Hey?
Are you looking at me when you're saying that?
No,
We're all
Will,
there, we're all there.
Will, I
I think-
remember.
So all right,
Yes.
okay. So there's a story. So I go in, right? I think I'd been out,
Obviously.
and then you texted me. I came along or whatever, and I remember I'd been drinking or whatever, and me and Chip went smoking area,
Yeah.
and I'd been going through my old tweets like a couple of weeks before, and I was like, oh, look, the first time I ever met Chip, and I was like, oh, look, this is the time that I tweeted you in like 2015. And I remember Chip just going back in time going, he's a fan! He's a fan! I'm like, I should not have said that. I should not have said that. And I was like, oh, fuck.
So the first time we all met was in a club then?
I think the first time I met Chip.
Yeah, I remember you turning
I
up,
think
and
we
I was
met-
like,
maybe met
"Fucking hell, this
Upload.
geezer's a bit of an
Maybe.
handful."
Fucking,
Yeah,
bit of a
massive
spice.
though.
Wait, is
Massive.
Adam Salah the guy that did the Delta thing? Because I met him in a
Yes.
club as well.
Him and Slim were there, right?
Yeah, I met
I
that.
forgot about
met
that. I
that
completely
Adam
forgot
Salah
about
guy in a club as well.
Yeah.
You might have been there.
I
he
think
was
I was.
definitely
It was
there.
in Libertine. I met him.
There's a picture with Will.
Libertine. Was it
Yeah.
Libertine? Yeah. Then I would have been
feel
on
like
the
you was
night.
probably there.
Yeah. I
was
And then
there
Will
then.
turned up like halfway through,
Yeah.
and that was the first
I
time I
miss a
met.
good old table night.
Yeah.
JJ's card.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's always class when
Vic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Vic
bang it on
runs
this.
us
You
every
put it
time.
on the Sidemen card. We're done. We're out. See you,
Yeah.
fellas.
That was.
Nah,
that
they're
was
good
it.
nights.
That was the first time I met you, and then obviously since then we went to Hawaii.
Ooh.
Oh, Hawaii was a big trip. What a
I
belter.
can't take part in this one.
No, you didn't let him come.
No, I didn't know.
Should we tell the story?
Yeah.
Carl
You
Freezy
won't
didn't
let me
you
come. I can't remember why.
I'll tell you
it-
exactly why.
Go on.
Because you wanted to run or something, and I
It's
wanted
an
to run.
activity holiday.
Yeah.
Which it was.
It was.
We were up literally 6:30, 7 a.m.
I'm an
every day.
I'm an activity
No,
fella.
you're not.
Yes,
Chip.
I am.
Chip, you're not an activities person.
Look, if there's a bev there, I'm there.
There was hardly a bev.
What if you do the run and at the end there's bevs?
But no, it's not a run. It's an activity that we were getting up, going surfing, going up a mountain, getting up, doing
So
all this
you go
stuff.
up
You'd
the
have never
mountain,
made
you
it.
go up the
I
mountain,
made it by the
bevs at
skin of
the
my
top.
teeth. I think if I didn't do fitness feb, I wouldn't be.
That's what I kept thinking. I was like, how is Will going? And I'm not going. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I was like, WillNE, me. There's a much difference here.
Yes, Will was up there at 6:30. He was on it, and me and him
Oh,
actually shared.
he wasn't enjoying that.
but I was there.
I would have been there if everyone else is up.
Were
I would've
you?
been.
Fuck.
Swear
I
to
don't think
God.
you
I
would
swear
be.
to God.
No.
I'm up early these
I would
days.
have had you there though.
I'm a
My
9
vote
a.m.
was to
man.
have you there. His was.
I vetoed
But
everyone
I'll be there on the next
Vladimir
one.
Putin, yeah, he
I'll
was
be
like, no,
I'll be there on the next one for sure now.
because that's what I said. And the Hawaii trip actually ended up being very sick. Not to rub it in anymore, but we did actually we
What
did
are the
loads
ladies
of.
like in Hawaii?
If I
mean,
speak,
you gotta remember. No. You
Neither
gotta
of you
remember.
can speak, can you?
We went with Theo, Gib, Harry. It wasn't. It's not exactly
okay.
a proactive that type of holiday.
Okay, that's fair. That's
but,
fair.
you'd enjoy it. You'd enjoy it, Chip.
What,
You'd
not-
enjoy it. You'd
Yeah,
enjoy it.
yeah.
There's lots of sights to be seen.
Will
But
you let him on the next one? Can
I
we
was
have
quite a recluse then as well back when you went on that Hawaii trip. I don't think I spoke
Yeah.
to many people at all, ever.
trust me.
Right.
Me and Cal weren't back on our ship probably then either.
No, I didn't know you.
We'll put a word into the boss and see if he lets you come next time.
Oh, I'm going there. I'm going.
He looked uneasy.
There's no fucking way. He'll be coming to me for the itinerary.
yeah, fucking right.
I swear to
The
God.
day I let you organize a holiday.
Well,
mate.
I'll be booking my fucking trip on the fella's business card, so
Yeah, all right,
watch
that's fair
out.
enough. We'll do a podcast out there. We'll write off as a business expense.
I was thinking about wakeboarding today. I just
Yeah.
remembered how much pain that was, but we got it in the end. I got it in the end.
Yeah, you did.
I got it
Wakeboarding.
in
You
the
went wakeboarding in Hawaii or in
we went wake
Docklands?
surfing. Would he still
Yeah,
count it?
yeah, absolutely,
So
mate.
first time we went wakeboarding. If I can't do anything, I throw the biggest tantrum ever. And
Yes.
the first time I couldn't. Oh my god. There's like the practice area in Canary, and I couldn't fucking do it. And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. And then went in Hawaii and did it properly. And I'd had a couple of cans, and I did it.
Yeah.
What did you say that's how it went?
That's pretty exactly how it went. And the cheer that we had when you managed to get up eventually,
I like
That
that
one
couple
too
of
many
cans
times.
part as well.
Yeah, it was sick. We had a boat out there. We had some booze, and it was just everyone trying and failing at wakeboarding and wake surfing. It was amazing. It was so much fun. It was so much fun, Chip. You would have loved it.
You're so sly. You're so sly.
These fucking bastards. Oh, demonetised.
But and then what happened is towards the end of that holiday, we had a bit of a sour note actually because
Here we go. I've been waiting for this. Let's have it. Y'all ready for a juicy one?
because our good friend WillNE and a previous guest of the fellas, Theo Baker, decided to get into a squabble.
What
Shall
did
we
you
say?
decide? I didn't do it on purpose.
No,
okay, do you
but
want to...
I'd like it to
Do you
hear the
wanna hear
story
my
from your side, and
okay.
I'll try and
Okay,
back up
so
Theo.
my side
Proper
also
scrap.
includes that I was in the wrong, right? I was
Okay.
being an arsehole,
Okay,
right?
but give us the story.
So
I like that.
we did this video, right? It was like the trek across two sides of Hawaii, right? It was a big video, and it was I was like gassed about it. It was really fun. The ending came out sick, right? So I was like, all right, can I shoot the thumbnail. So I rented that Corvette, and Theo had rented a Jeep, right? So I was like, let me get the thumbnail, right? Get a picture, we're all hanging out of it, right? Now, I've got past experience with people in this group, right? I once told Calfreezy about a video idea, right? And he uploaded that video title idea before I could get there, right? So my rule is shut your fucking mouth.
You're a knobhead.
Keep it to yourself, right? If there's an idea or a thumbnail, whatever, just don't tell anyone, right? It's not worth it. Stupid. Okay, so we take these pictures, and I'm like, fuck, this is sick. This is a good thumbnail. This is great. And Gib or Theo goes, oh, will you put the picture in the group chat?
No, Theo asked for it. Yeah, Theo asked for it.
No. I'm not putting the fucking group chat. No chance. And everyone's going, no, go on, Will. Yeah, go on. Put it in the group chat.
Did he want to steal it or?
No.
Wait. Right.
let
And
him
he goes, put it in. I think Gib wanted something for his video or whatever. And I was like, no, like this video's sick. Like I'm protecting this. And I went over the top, right? I was overly protective where I was like, whatever's being shot, right? I want it for my thing, right? Which I should have shared it with the boys. And Theo goes, no, Will, you should be doing it. And I went, Theo, look, mate, I didn't ask. I just didn't ask. And then and I was like, I probably stepped over, and then he saw red mist, and he was like, that's so fucking rude. That's just fucking rude. You're a cunt.
Yeah.
And I was, right? I was being a cunt. And that was as heated as it got. And then
Can you believe this is all over a thumbnail?
Oh my, you YouTubers.
Yeah. And then I was like, look, I'm not one to keep grudges. If it's gonna be angsty, I'm like, look, fuck it, I'll just say sorry. Like it's not worth anything. So I'll go and say sorry. I'm like, look, that was a cunt. He was like, I can't even look at you. And I was like, all right. We are on holiday though. Let's just like, he was like, and then an hour later we were on the beach, and obviously because everything in Hawaii was so nice, right? We're having bevs, we're on the beach.
It was honestly
he just put his arm around his head. It's all right, mate. And then we've made up from there. And I think me and Theo are closer now because of that.
Yeah.
Because we've had that and we got over it. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
The thumbnail scandal.
Yeah.
It was
a shit thumbnail at the end as well.
And didn't the video? The best thing about this is about a week after we got back from Hawaii, we all went on a fancy dress night out, and Will was like, "Guys, I'm going to be late because I'm uploading the big video." And I said, "Oh my god, the Hawaii video!"
Bro,
so we're all waiting in a Wetherspoons dress like Tom, Dick, and like some stupid outfits. We're all sat there. Will comes in half an hour late, and he's just got like the most depressed face I've ever seen. He walks in, he sits down, we're like, "What's wrong with you?" And he goes, "It's a 10 out of 10. Which in YouTuber terms means it's a terrible video. It's done the worst out of the last 10 videos.
And Harry just turned to me and said, "Yeah, the thumbnail was shit." I'm like, "Well, I'm out now. I can't change it now." Like, all night I was like,
"Oh shit!"
Fuming.
I couldn't believe it, and it was just so funny because from a third person point of view, when they were just arguing in the middle of the street, right in Hawaii,
lovely little area,
lovely little cul-de-sac. Yeah, and they're just going at each other, and Theo just isn't having it. As soon as he goes, "Theo, I didn't ask." Or he just didn't ask like that.
Is a
Theo just took that as like one of the most offensive things I've ever heard someone say.
Because of you, the most important thing is I missed this.
yeah.
I could have seen this live, and I would have been there,
mate,
fucking throwing oil onto the fire.
Mate,
he's just mugged you right off, Theo. Fucking have him.
No, you didn't need it, mate, because what happened was Theo then, once he says that and once he saw it, he's like, "No, that is bang out of order, blah, blah, blah." And he's saying this as he's getting back into his Jeep, and he drives off by himself in the Jeep.
Wait, oh no, this is Coronation Street. Fucking what?
Mate, I wish. Ratio. Mate, it was so bad.
No, I didn't ratio him though, because I remember everyone like, "Yeah, you should have shared the picture. You should have given it." So I was like, "Oh,
it's alright."
Because I'd never seen because Will was being well overprotective about this, but I get it. Obviously, like I'd done nabbing
and it was
stuff
your
in the
fault.
past.
Like I did it because
this is my fault now.
Because he had this holiday vlog going, and I'm like, "All right."
I would have simmered it down if I was there, just saying.
Right,
but we live and learn, don't we, guys? We live and learn.
No, you've got a few stories of when you're like, the mediator. You bring people arguing.
He's always the mediator.
We always try, at least.
I try. It's not nice to see people arguing, is it?
No.
Especially when it's over shit.
That's the worst thing, actually. That's the worst thing about like having a fight or an argument in our group is you've got Chip in the area for 20 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, but
you've got him like, the arm, the grab,
you know what?
like
That's
the
what
lock.
you get. You know what? Then you know next time. I probably shouldn't argue when Chip's in the
it's
room.
enough deterrent, right? You'll sort it out.
It's true. Oh man,
I'm like a peace guru. Yeah,
peace guru.
Yeah, like Gandhi almost.
Should we top these up?
Yes. I'm back on the gin, so we'll get the gin.
Yeah, that
out
was
here.
fucking good. It's like it tastes like lemonade with the lemon stuff in it.
Yeah, it was nice. That.
I'll take this. We'll take the Sprite then if the tonic's gone. But I wanted to also discuss, and the thing is, because I've watched a lot of the podcasts that you've been on since, but and you don't have to go into too much.
I'll go the same.
I don't watch podcasts. I think they're shite.
Chip, you don't say that when you have a fucking podcast.
No, not my podcast. Ours is fucking class. Like,
now there are a lot of dry podcasts.
It's got you on it, right? But on top of that, it's got fucking me on it.
Man, I couldn't believe it. The amount of podcasts that I listen to, I get 20 minutes in, I think, this is so shit. How are these all still?
You get 20 minutes in, lad. I'll get past 30 seconds.
I'm not feeling any slide digs at the EBoys podcast there, am I?
No. Because to be honest, Memeless, I love him.
On a completely unrelated note, boys, right? If you had to fuck a non-human Harry Potter character, who would you fuck? This is like, do you know how Jack Mate has his meal deal question?
A non-human Harry Potter.
This is our meal deal question.
Look, just so he comes back from the dead, I'm gonna say Dobby.
You fuck Dobby alive again?
Because that means Dobby's back and everyone hated that he died.
You could really fucking...
Honestly,
you could get hold of it.
It's better than Aragog, right?
Aragog is...
the big fucking spider.
Oh, fella. Not on the podcast like that.
Oh, yeah,
don't like spiders.
No, for me, I'd port the basilisk.
Ooh.
Because I don't actually have to look at it.
Think about that neck.
Yeah, that neck. And it'll fit my piece as well. It'll fit my meat scepter.
As long as she ain't using the fangs.
Bro, she could get to work. Wait, is it a chick? It might be a dude.
I don't know.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm mouth to mouth. It doesn't really matter.
Either way,
that's
taking a hog.
I made the mistake of saying Moanin' Myrtle at first and then Googling her age, but the actor was 30 odd.
Wait, how old is she? It's a school.
I'm sure it's a school girl.
It's a school.
I made a joke about Moanin' Myrtle. Mia Clark.
How old is Hermione in it?
The actor is like 30, so I'm safe, right? I'm confirmed, not a nonsense.
Is that
The 30-year-old playing a 50.
Yeah. No, if the actor's playing it,
no,
right?
No, it's not a voice. It's a. She's a ghost. Like she's actual. You can see the actor.
Yeah, but isn't it all just CGI?
No, that actor is
it's
that
a woman,
actor.
but
Yeah.
it's like,
She's just turned into a ghost.
Put a red giant filter on it.
Yeah, a little red giant.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for bringing that one to the table there, Will. That spice things up a little bit.
Sorry, where?
No, I don't even know. You were talking about the EBoys a little bit.
Brilliant
Of all the
podcast.
EBoys, which one are you porking then?
It's got to be
Am
I'm
I
Alex,
porking?
surely.
Is it porking or wifing?
No, porking.
Porking.
Probably Alex.
Putting your member in.
You're porking
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah, probably.
for any particular
Got
reason.
nice
Well, he's
trim,
just
hasn't
got long hair. You probably make him look like a last.
I have actually
and brilliant
seen-
bone structure. To be fair to him,
I've seen like the edited picture of him morphed
As a woman.
So.
Do you remember?
Do you remember we were doing that on the apps? Is that what you're talking about? When we
You were
using
always
that?
quite fit.
Yeah,
as a
you
woman.
know what?
You are a number, you know.
Thank you, lads. Thank you. You lot were. Like, I'll be honest. You lot were
And my
not a
jaws
size, but
far
still.
if I was a lass with this, finished. I'm a trout. I'm a big old trout.
Mate, it doesn't matter what you can not have the filter on me. But Harry, on the other hand, he also looked tasty.
A very
Really?
good number.
Yeah,
I remember Harry looking hideous.
Everyone's got their own taste. You know.
All right, fair enough.
I suppose I have actually lived with him while he's been a guy, so any sort of change is probably a little bit nicer than what I'm used to.
And the thing is, like during lockdown, like every time I see you, I think that he is starting to get quite attractive. It'll do that to you.
It will.
Yeah, you don't see a woman for a few months. You start looking at lads thinking, you know what?
He has got a great ass.
I bet he's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking. that
Harry's
exact
actually got a fat
Massive.
bundle on him.
thing. Mate, I really want to grab it and squeeze it.
Right, okay, now the line, we've crossed
Just-
it there.
no,
we've crossed it there.
just-
We were walking it finally, now we've crossed it.
Just for a one time, one time for the boys.
I think I've
let me
seen
see.
you
Let
do
me
that.
see what that is like. Let me try. Let me take
Wait,
that for a test
okay,
drive.
I've actually got a question. Are you porking a lad?
Never, because I'm
just to
not
see what
actually
it's
gay.
like.
But I definitely want to like squeeze Harry's ass. It is a massive.
It is.
Lad,
It's
you've
got
seen
a
when a
trunk on
doggy's
him.
walking around in the boxes. It's like there's no way. I've never porked a bird with an ass like that, and he's a lad. So I'm just thinking like, what's the squeeze on it? Is it gonna bounce back? What kind of friction or tension am I dealing
I feel
with?
that.
Yeah, I want to know. Like, there's energy in that fucking ass, and I'm trying to get that energy. Like, there's gotta be a fucking Leo.
Oh, fuck's sake.
He should start an OnlyFans. Oh, he has. Wait, Harry does have an OnlyFans. It's called Hairy Harry, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, what's that? At Hairy Harry.
It's something like that.
So
or
what is that? OnlyFans.com
Harry Harold, or like
Hairy Harry.
I don't actually know, but he does have it, and he posted
What
a
kind
picture
of
of his chest on there once. And then but he forgot to like set up the payment thing.
How much is it?
Is that actually real?
Yeah, seriously, he actually had it, but he sort of did it as a laugh, but then lots of people subscribed.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Decent.
So OnlyFans.
Maybe we could make a fellas OnlyFans.
Who-
We
who-
post
who-
pictures.
what
We spoke about this.
And then we'll just take a like picture of each guest's feet. Like,
Yeah, can
today-
you get your toes out?
guys,
please,
today we've got Will.
Specials.
We've got Will's feet.
Would you ever start an OnlyFans?
I did do it a couple of years back.
For
I
a
did a
video?
video. Yeah, do it for a video.
Got one for you. All right, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Girlfriends. So this one's for you too. If your girlfriend starts an OnlyFans, okay, so let's say you're both 3 years deep. Okay, she goes, you know what, Carl, Will, whatever. I was thinking like OnlyFans, they make a lot of money, and I'm thinking I've got the body for it. Like I think I might go for it. What are you saying?
This happened to me, bro. This happened.
I'm not even fucking surprised. She's
do you know
so
what,
out
right?
there. I love her.
Oh,
She's funny as fuck.
Do you know what? Right,
Okay.
it wasn't even like so. I'm in the bath, right?
Explain it. How
I'm
does
in
she-
the bath,
how does she
right?
bring
I'm
it
in the
up?
bath, right?
Not when
She's
you're in the
not
bath,
I'm in
man.
the bath, right? I'm like, just enjoy myself, right? I get this text, and it wasn't even right. Will, I'm thinking of starting an OnlyFans. It was Will. I've started an OnlyFans.
Oh,
And
God.
she goes, Will, I've made the account, right? You've heard the spiel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put in underwear pictures on. I did those Instagram posts and just
Waffle.
underwear. That's a slippery slope. And she just goes, yeah. I've made it. And bro, I shot up out of the bath. And when like the bath water's warm and you're all like hot and flustered, I was sat in the loo. Like I just got out of the bath and I was like, how do I fucking word this? And we're talking it down off the ledge. I was like, look, it's fine, but I'm not comfortable with it. But yeah.
So
when you brought that, I thought this was a setup.
I'll
'Cause, yeah, no,
subscribe.
I've been there, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. But shoes on the other foot, I'm doing it every single day. Like, if I'm here,
Yeah.
if I'm here, I'm going, fuck me. Like, I've heard rumours of Kirsty Austin and Emily Black. Like, fucking, I'm gonna get on those monthly
To be
units.
fair, they make so much money. I think if I had a girlfriend, I would probably be like, you know what?
Nah.
I'd have
Chip,
to.
you wouldn't.
I'd
You
have to
wouldn't.
look at her first and think like.
You'd look at her first. Yeah, you fucking hope so.
But I'd have to like judge. Is it gonna be truly beneficial? And is it gonna? Am I gonna get a lot of blowback for it?
It's just
Is
the
it-
fact
is it
that you
gonna- is it
can't
gonna
raise
bring
your
my-
voice. Like, you can't take the piss out of anyone because they've just got that ultimate fucking, like, checkmate.
Mate, if you get rude in the group chat, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
What,
that's
what,
it. That's
oh,
it.
oh,
That's
oh,
it.
yes, of course, of
Because
course.
guess what? All your bros' picks are in there in a matter of seconds. It's a wrap.
This
So-
reminds me of the time where I started a Grinder account.
You started a grinder.
The Grindr account, right?
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Grindr is Tinder, but
It's-
for people that are gay.
It's free flowing, innit? It's like, you know, Tinder, you get a bit of graft
just wanted to
over.
talk to a
why do
couple
you
of
like-
guys.
Grindr. We've done videos. We've done
okay.
videos. Yeah, we've done videos. Grindr, it's just like fucking swipe, match, swipe, and they're all in. You're like,
Really?
oh, I am. What do you mean, really? You start the account. It's like
I did it
20
for
minutes.
banter, though,
20 minutes.
whenever you
Wait.
said-
Oh yeah, what you doing tonight? Like fucking, they've got
They
it
don't
good, mate.
play.
Just fucking shagging on tap.
But I have
Really?
I've heard that the fellas, they're just like constantly just like they just like constantly porking all
Yeah.
the time. Like it's
Elite,
non-stop.
mate. Some fucking lifestyle.
When I did a video of me being Ethan for 24 hours to find him a new girlfriend or whatever, but I did set it so that it could be like guys or girls. So this is just on Tinder, and the guys were so forward and so up for a porking. It was unbelievable. Like honestly, it's so much easier to get a porking in if you fancy the same gender, I think. But
And it's a free app.
and this is all for free. But yeah, it's a slippery slope.
But you get a few good Reddit titles in the meantime. So, you know.
Titles do bang.
Yeah, exactly.
My girlfriend did this, my girlfriend did that.
Stereo app. Mia carried me through that one. Hopefully that one goes well. Have we done all our stereo shows?
I've got my final one tonight.
Mine are coming up. I can't wait.
If you... Sorry, this is very boring podcast chat. If you do them together, does it count as...
I'm not sure.
No, well,
I don't
me
think
and
so.
Carl just did one, but I just
Does
jumped
it
in
count
his.
for one of you both? Or
I
just
think
like-
it just
him,
counts
just him.
just for me because it was mine. But yeah, that was
Brilliant app,
It's a
though.
good app,
Brilliant,
though.
yeah,
It's a
really
good.
good
That's not even. This ain't even a brand deal. But if you want to pay us for this,
How many brands have we plugged so far in this? There's quite a
We
few.
always do, but I think that keeps it quite natural.
Speaking of brands that we've been plugging, I've noticed that you are into your. I say lately you've become a lot more fashionable.
Lately?
Lately, you weren't fashionable before. You used to
I
think
would
you
say
were.
so. I would
You
say
used to
so.
think you
I
were.
like the chain,
Do you know
which
what?
I know you were inspired by me. It
So,
has to be.
do you know what the crack was, right? The crack was.
But it honestly looks really good on you.
Thank you. So I saw your Instagram story today. I was like, I wasn't going to wear it. Saw your Instagram story today with, the podcast
Yeah.
fit, and I saw only the small one on you.
I felt
I
like
was like,
I
oh, he's
felt
not
like
going
it.
on.
I was like, oh, I tried it. I was like, don't really work with
Yeah.
this top.
The thing is, right, if I don't wear this chain with this top, it's like, it's too much. We're showing too much neck.
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
It was only 100 quid.
Oh, okay,
Not
okay.
bad at all. Not bad.
So it's not one of them, like, rapper
Where'd
ones?
you get that one? Because so many people ask for my one. It's a bit spenny, but where's yours from?
Vitally.
Yeah, I've got a couple of things from there as well.
Yeah, the
Very
ring.
nice.
The ring
Yeah,
is
they've
from
got
there,
a lot of good stuff on there,
It's cool
actually.
stuff.
Definitely one of the best places for jewellery.
And then I swear to God, that is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes White Dragon
right,
on your top.
Yeah, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, that is, baby.
3 fucking heads, mate. With
Little-
3
little
fucking
fusion card.
heads. And then we got, who's that on the back?
Kaiba. Is that
Yeah,
Kaiba?
mate, yeah.
Is that Kaiba?
Yeah.
Kaiba.
What's Kyber?
Kaiba is the guy that owns Blue Eyes, like in the
Bad.
beginning.
Yeah, the bad guy, right? Is he bad?
Okay.
Well, he is and he isn't.
Yeah.
But, it's
We're
good
not
though.
getting into this. You
Is he
lot
the
can
guy
talk
when
cards
when
now,
they're
for
facing all
fuck's sake.
they're on the big boat and they're facing the Egyptian god gods? Is he the one yeeting them out? Yeah,
Oh, mate, you're taking me back
so
here.
fucking
It's
good,
him
mate.
and a couple
So
of
good.
others.
I got this one and one with Slifer the Sky Dragon on.
Yeah.
DK. Were you into Yu-Gi-Oh?
Nah, you don't. You
I collected the cards as a
But did
kid,
you
but I
watch the
never
show?
watched it. No, I never watched it.
Is it?
There was
it's
that in
it's
Pokemon, man.
just-
Fuck, we had
yeah.
a good
It's on
fuck. We had it
Crunchyroll.
good.
Yeah.
Good
we
little
did.
anime.
Oh my God. But I would never wear a fucking jumper.
No,
with
but
it.
this
No,
is
it's
hard,
iconic
though,
though.
right?
That is
This is
iconic. That's a
Cool.
belter.
No, I will say though,
That is a
when
banger.
so you posted it on your story, and I
Yeah.
did reply to it.
I got 2 different messages from you both.
Yeah.
You were like, "Fuck, that's sick." You were like, "What the fuck is that?"
I loved it. I thought, yes, he's rocking Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's beauty.
But I have to admit, in person, I think it does look a lot better
Thank you.
than whatever the hell was on your Instagram story. But no, it looks good. But yeah, no, like I was saying originally, I think your fashion has come along.
You think so?
I think I wasn't a big fan of the fat Balenciagas
still
with like.
there, though.
I
No,
still-
I
they're
know,
not
but
bad.
like,
They're
but
not
like
bad.
with whatever else you were wearing, it just didn't work at the time.
That's nice to know now.
Have you thrown out all your skinny jeans?
Yeah. Oh my. Oh, we
I've thrown
Me-
all
skinny
mine
jeans,
out.
Just because you've gone, all right,
No,
people
no.
on TikTok are wearing fucking
I
corduroys
stopped
now.
wearing them
I'm
many
still with it.
years ago.
No, I'm gone too, but just because you've seen it in clock,
I
right,
started
don't
realising
act-
I'm too
don't
skinny,
act a
though.
step up- Yeah.
Like, so they
can
never
back
look
that.
good for
I
me.
can back that.
It was like 2 years ago, and I looked at them and I was like, fuck, I'm too skinny for skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Because it looks like I just got a couple of, like, crutches
That's
for
my
legs.
issue, because I like that, and then massive fucking shoes, so it's like a tree trunk with its roots.
Right.
But, it was
Can you
with it.
squeeze in a little bit so that the people
sorry,
can hear these
sorry.
wonderful words coming out your mouth?
New to podcasts. Yeah.
That's all right. But I remember a funny story actually. This was probably right at the beginning when I met Will early doors. Was I rocked up and I had some ripped jeans on, and I had some and they
Ripped
were
jeans, yeah, it was class.
but what happened was they just, you know how you buy ripped jeans and they start out all right and then they just keep getting ripped and eventually I turned up with some very ripped jeans, and I remember Will going to me, "What the fuck are those? Look how ripped you're," like just mugging me off royally. I think it was on a video. I think it was a True Geordie podcast. I'm not too sure. Anyways, I have in my life. Anyways, I didn't see him for like 3 weeks or whatever. Next time I see Will, I turn up. My guy had the fattest ripped jeans on I'd ever
Just got
seen.
lovely
Oh, this fucking guy.
Do you know what it is? Just take bits of what you like. And I thought, well, you know, if it didn't work on him, it might work on me with my lovely knees. So I thought,
Get them
true,
legs
it's
out,
true.
baby.
But then I had to leave those behind now. But it's interesting. So loads of people keep asking about like fashion stuff because Chipple's always got really nice clothes on during the thing. So they're always
It's the
asking.
only day of the week that I can look good.
Yeah.
are you still spending, do you spend a lot still on clothes now?
No.
Because I remember back in the day
No.
when I first moved to London,
Would spend
YouTube
a
or
lot.
whatever, and Chip was showing me things that I was like, I didn't even know you could spend £200 on shorts. I'm going like, off-white, what's off-white? And he's going, yeah, look at these shorts or whatever.
I would say no.
Not so much, no?
So everything here is under £100
Nice.
each piece. But it's just like
People don't
styling
realize that
it better now.
you don't need to spend
You don't need
peas.
any of these big brands, whatever, Supreme, everything. Yeah, it's cool to have a couple of pieces and they work with some outfits. But for the most part, at the moment, especially in this like winter period, like it's better to like just piece together simple clothes but with darker colours and all that shit.
Especially when no cunt's fucking seeing it anyway.
Yeah.
That's why the mockers are banging at the moment. It's a perfect time of the
Talk
year
about
for
the
them.
shoes here.
Yeah, the Jordan 1 mockers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why they're banging right now. It's a perfect time of the year for them. It's winter. They go with a lot of dark clothes, like that kind of vibe.
Banger.
So,
So
yeah.
there you go. There's your fashion tip for the day
Top tip.
with Chippo Crimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, talk to me.
Well
What
done.
happened to XO?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to XO?
Yeah.
Just briefly, because you've been through it like loads of times. Essentially,
I still kind of don't know.
Is this
though.
a
I
Cam
still-
Kirkin
I-
video?
I-
Is it fucking hell?
I still kind of don't know myself. Because whenever I ask him, he would say, and then I would zone out.
we
So
don't
I
want
don't
the full
think
thing because I think
I-
you must have explained it a bunch of times.
I don't think I took enough blame for the end of XO than I should have. Basically, it was the start of XO, right? XO was never supposed to be like group channel or whatever.
Yeah.
To be honest, it was set out like a brand, like a business.
Yeah.
So it was set up. We had this fucking parent company who owned 51%,
Yeah.
and we distributed 49% of it. Wrongly at first, and then got it sorted.
Right.
And it was always supposed to be like we make big branded videos, kind of more like a Copper 90
Yeah.
than ever like a Sidemen thing to the side. And it was
Wait, so it was supposed to be more like a Copper 90 thing and not so much like a
like a group
like
channel. Yeah. So it was supposed to be like, because Lawrence is, creatively brilliant. Like
Yeah.
he can make a brilliant looking video and, tell a really good story through it.
Good looking guy.
True.
Liverpool fan.
So that was the kind of the plan, and I kind of signed up to it. I was like, fuck, like these three, I love these three, like Lawrence, Stephen, Brian, like this is going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
As a group channel, we're going to be whatever. And then when we were making it, it was kind of like, like match day vlog or whatever. And I'm like, look, in 2018, I want to chase fucking current trends. I want to like videos that are going to bang. Like I don't want to
Is
be.
this what you were saying?
Yeah,
That's
in
what
my
you
head,
were
I'm like, I
thinking?
don't want to fucking spend a day doing Madrid versus Liverpool vlogging. Like, I'm like, I was like, how does this how are we going to grow the channel like this? Like, this isn't going to bang. It's not going to. But what we were really doing is we're trying to build a business, and I probably wasn't
Switched
tuned
on
into
like
that.
that.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, no, let's make big YouTube videos, big YouTube titles or whatever. And So I got a bit disenfranchised with it, just with all, I was probably pulling in a different direction than they were.
Yeah.
And then it went very quiet. The people who were supposed to be like, pulling it and planning it.
Yeah, the 51%.
Yeah, some of them weren't doing so much. But now, starting EBoys, I realised they probably were still doing quite a lot.
Really?
There's quite a lot of back work.
Yeah.
And then to the end of it, I was just like, look, fuck, I probably I've signed up to the thing the wrong thing. Yeah,
Right. You didn't know what you got yourself into.
I want to do a big group channel, make really, just fucking follow trends, just try and bang some videos, try and grow the channel. And that wasn't what it was supposed to be.
So was it? Let me just get it. Was Will? It was you, Stephen, True Geordie, and Lawrence, right? You know what it might have even been as well. There's when was it? Like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
there's quite a big age difference in this group. Like, it's not just like it's a bunch of 21-year-old mates. It's like you've got Will, who's kind of new to the YouTube scene, versus Geordie, who's in how old?
I don't know.
I don't know. But
I feel like that could cause different perspectives on how they should run things for sure.
In content-wise, it was like you couldn't tell. It was just like the dynamic was always fucking sick.
Can you open that for me, please?
I think what it was, we'd agreed. I was like, I'd gone, yeah, I'll do it without really realizing what
you were
the
getting.
end goal was for it. It was probably more like how Calix has started off. What am I doing with it? If you can use that. A key. I'll just. It was more like an like what Calix is doing now.
I got you. Right. Yeah. No, that thing that Cal's doing recently.
Oh, is that Calix's thing?
Well, it's his production company that are running it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. And they're doing the Park the Bus. I saw you told me you were on it and they had my face set up and you had to kick it.
Yeah.
Which is cruel because I'm a great guy.
Well, no, I actually had to drive a bus into it.
That's even more cruel because I'm a great guy and if I'm dead, then
it was interesting. I don't know. I find those sort of channels like they give me very old YouTube vibes.
I tell you what, I keep getting the Park the Bus thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. It's had like Carl and Will and I'm Alex and Ali and stuff on it. I keep getting on Instagram every fucking day. I'm just like, get this fucking Cal Freezy. I see him all day. Get him off my Insta. Like, let me vibe. Let me chill. I'm trying to see a couple of worldies on here. Not fucking Cal.
Mate, your Explore page must be an absolute mess. Like a mess.
It's a sight to behold. I'll say that. It is an example of true nature and beauty. That's what I will say. And it's also got a lot of Bruno Fernandes memes on there, but we'll say no more. Speaking of Bruno Fernandes, Sheffield United tonight. He is barking.
Surely he
starts, but he should be.
Do you think? Wait, no, he only got 20 minutes the other night.
Yeah, which means he should start. And also, if any United fans are watching, this could be Diallo coming off the bench tonight.
Did you see the clip of Greenwood talking about him, calling him like a very technical player?
Yeah, even Solskjaer has been
game respects game type thing.
Which you can tell is good because we signed 2 right wingers, right?
Yeah.
Pellistri and Diallo, the Uruguayan
young kid, right?
And it's all Diallo has been getting is he's ready, he's sick, he's blah blah blah, and they say decent stuff about the other kid, but they're ready to load him out already. He's going on loan, so it's a bit obvious that Diallo is the GOAT.
What? He's the GOAT.
The GOAT, the under 23's GOAT.
I can't wait till he's another Makeda, bro. He's gonna be another Makeda.
So I think Mr. Mason. Like what's Mason Greenwood?
Mason Greenwood is not a right winger. That's not his natural position.
Would he start him in the night?
So I think that the ideal goal would be to bring in Sancho and have Sancho Diallo on the right. Whatever happens there.
Where the fuck
and
does
Mason
Greenwood go
actually
there?
starts playing in his natural 9 position up front.
Do you think
He's a centre
Greenwood's
forward.
a striker?
That's what he is.
Is
He's
he?
never meant to be a right winger. They just brought him in because Martial.
His finishing's fucking unbelievable. Like
exactly.
even early, like Europa League days.
He's not a right winger. He's never been. He was never for the academy or anything. He's always been a forward.
I still rate him top Prem youngster. Yeah. Like, I know he's out of form right now.
Yes.
Saka, Gilmore.
Yes.
That Don's finishing is
okay.
elite.
So you're putting Greenwood ahead of Foden?
No, not right now.
Yes.
Not right now.
Yes.
Mate, Foden is so clear.
Based on current form, he's clear. But Greenwood is better. I'd say Greenwood is better overall.
Head loss.
You ain't never seen anyone finish like Greenwood besides Haaland, and that's it.
The way you
no one can finish like Greenwood.
Foden
left foot, right foot, no problem.
That's it.
That goal against Liverpool, that goal where he did up your Robertson, that was on his right foot, bro.
I don't care. Foden is so clear.
Screaming in Mason's ear, and he's just gonna bang it on his right foot past Alisson.
No.
Fucking Brazilian fraud. Doing it what? 19-year-old kids putting it past you in the FA Cup.
It's Foden and Greenwood at the top.
Yes.
Are they not? Well, I'm not surprised they were buddies on that England trip then.
But Saka is also a bit of a baller. We gotta give Saka a little bit of praise.
Nah, he aired my DM, bro.
He's
yeah,
19.
Me too.
Fuck him.
Listen,
Fuck him. I don't care, bro.
you start jumping on Saka hype train here. Respect where you respect me. Respect me, baby. Respect me.
Let me read out my DM to.
I had Saka in my FPL guys for weeks, and I got roasted for it because I knew
Slandered.
if you watch Arsenal games, obviously they weren't scoring at all, but I still knew that Saka was the output.
And then he boxed.
And so I kept him in because it's only what? He's cheap as fuck.
Yeah,
so I kept him in, and then eventually I got the whole.
And we're all on it. We're all everyone's got him, Smith Rowe in the middle.
And it was like 3 games in a row, and everyone was like, "It keeps happening."
You took so much slander for that as well, and then we all jumped on it.
The comeback was unbelievable. Now I don't have him, and Cal's just taken 13 points from him because he's put him in. He was the main culprit as well. He was like, "Oh, Chip's got Saka. He's a fucking moron."
All right, here. So I messaged Saka saying, "Yes, bro. Don't mean to put any extra pressure on you, but I brought you into my FPL this week. Good luck for your game. Hope you bag a couple." Yeah? Not even a fucking scene. At least give me a scene. Wait, did that happen to you as well?
Oh, yeah, but I told him don't score anything because everyone else is getting you.
No, that couldn't be me.
See, I've begged it and he's aired me. That's a double L.
I messaged Odegaard tonight.
See, my mate...
What'd you tell him?
I said, "Hi, Martin. Should I buy you an FPL?"
That is funny. But yeah, no, the FPL gods are currently not with Chip as he sits bottom of the table, the big fucking rotter.
I think Theo.
No, but I don't. My favorite player applies to me. So
who's your favorite player?
Mason Greenwood.
That is mad, though. That is mad that you actually.
Me and Mason Greenwood have jumped on FaceTime and everything.
Outrageous.
What boy? To help him out with Fortnite.
He's a very nice guy. He's like, I would actually say he's like a bit shy. Like when I first jumped on FaceTime to him, he was like, but it took him a bit to get into it.
It's sick though.
But once he's into it, it's really
young
nice.
Footballers with obviously with you doing FIFA back in the day, I've obviously grown up with you. So when some new fucking superstar talent bursts onto the scene, they know about the fellas.
Yeah, like Mason, Declan Rice is another.
Declan Rice is sound, yeah. That's it.
There's a few. Mason Mount knows as well about. I think Mason Mount used to feel.
I've got this memory of Declan Rice in my head when we went to Rain.
Yes.
And they just West Ham had just patted Newcastle.
Yes.
Did he greet us by saying, "Who's Sean Longstaff?"
Wait, what?
I swear.
I don't remember that.
Because going into that game, right, I swear there was loads, not greet us, right, but I remember obviously he just had a worldy game, right, worldy game. And this was, do you remember when Sean Longstaff was linked with Hughes? With United.
God, we've been linked with some stinkers.
And I remember, right, everyone was like, Sean Longstaff, baller, Declan Rice, and then we played West Ham. Sean Longstaff came over after 20 minutes, and Declan Rice bossed us. I think he scored. And seeing him afterwards, I swear, he's like...
He might have done it. I was so battered that night that I turned...
I might have made that up in my head. I really might have, but I can't look at him to say.
I do remember him coming over and he was absolutely buzzing. Like, he was living life.
The context to that, though, is that we had just done Fitness Feb.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
So might as well just tell this story anyways. We did our Fitness Feb, and if you guys didn't know what, or you're new, we did a month in February where the challenge was to do... The person that could do the most exercise won the challenge. The people in the bottom two had to pay for the entire group's trip to Nobu.
The funniest thing about that is, there was 8-9 people in it?
Yeah.
The bottom two are
Who was the bottom two?
JJ and Ethan.
Yeah.
The bottom two are the ones with fucking fitness documentaries.
I'm surprised, but you know what? Seeing Bez in the gym, I'm surprised he lost that because he does work the hardest every time we go to our little outdoor gym.
Yeah.
He is a grinder, so I'm surprised he lost that.
Nah, it was a mixture.
So Will, you smashed it.
Well, we third last. That's what counts.
So you scraped it.
Scraped it. Yeah.
Big scraping. Oh, but yeah, no, that we went on the. We went. The Nobu bill came to
12,
13 grand. Yeah, 12, 13 grand, something like that.
Speaking of this, we actually have another version of Fitness Feb coming up, but it's about.
Betting. I think we'll go into that once it starts, though.
Okay, yeah.
We've got
this is a good one. We've got something coming up for you. Next podcast.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. You guys could potentially play along as well. But yeah, that night we go Nobu. I just racked up the fattest wine bill of all time.
That's like when it was just like, because you've got to remember, right? So it's like there's 10 of it, and the bottom two are paying, right?
Yeah.
And JJ sacked it early, right? So JJ sacked it early, and he was just like, well, fuck it, I'm going to make it hell for whoever comes with me. Because obviously, if JJ's paying, like, drop in the ocean, innit, right?
Yeah.
Whoever goes with him, they're like, fuck me, this is a house deposit.
Well, to be fair, it was another side
So
member.
even he was sat there going, just fucking wine list, like, right, what's the most expensive one? What can we have that? And they were like, well, I don't know if we have that tonight or whatever. Yeah. We'll have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go and find them, and a wine that I've never even. Oh my god.
To be fair, if JJ's on the bill, you're taking a fucking piss.
Massive L.
Mate, there was £4,000 worth of food that we had, and the other £8,000 was just wine. That was it.
Outrageous.
And so we paid for that anyways. Obviously,
that's why I'm not looking forward to our FPL meal, because I know it's going to be reasonably okay out of respect for your fellow
That's the thing, that
co-host.
it won't be that bad because it's not that, like, people will realistically not take piss. But when JJ's there,
because
you're
when
like,
it's JJ
I know
and
that
Ethan
card
and,
is
they've got
deep.
bread, it's like, let's fuck these boys in the...
Yeah. And we went, and so we got absolutely peppered at that, and then we ended up going on a night out to
Rain.
Where was it? It was
Rain.
Rain. Yeah, there was a club in London called Rain, and so we had a table there, and like you said, the table next to us was Declan Rice, and that was the first time
Fredericks
I met him.
as
Or was it Fredericks? And then I think the West Ham owner actually turned up.
What's that kid? What's the kid called?
Gold. Is it Sullivan?
One of the kids. Yeah.
One of the kids.
His son.
His son rocked up to the club later that night, and was on like a table there, and they were all celebrating their recent win over Newcastle. But
I put a bet on with Ethan at the start of this season that we would finish above them. Like Champions League spot.
You're on the
relegated.
road.
I own 50 quid.
No, I have already given him like 400
Did
quid
you give
for
him the Sancho? You give him the Sancho money.
I thought Sancho was genuinely meant to come in the summer as well, which is so peak.
yeah, and
now we'll probably end up getting him for way less.
Did he stink this season? Sancho?
No, he's still got. Well, he's definitely.
Haaland's still in
he's
the
got
headlines,
nowhere. He's only got 2 goals in the Bundesliga in 15 appearances.
With his return last season,
he's got a lot of assists, and he's not going to get goals with Haaland getting them all. But he's definitely not having the same season. So we're going to get him for maybe 90, 100.
So good.
Pocket change, mate. Pocket change.
Exactly.
Pocket change.
Anyways, shall we do some relationship stuff?
Oh yes.
Oh,
yes.
Who else to answer your relationship advice than the one and only the great WillNE?
Fuck off, man. I've held a relationship longer than you could.
Exactly.
That's true.
Oh, he's walked into that one. All right, here we go. All right, so we've
true.
got a relationship from a fella. What do you want to call this fella? He's anonymous.
Zooton.
Zooton. He says, my ex of a couple years has recently followed me back on social media and started liking my stuff again. However, she is with a new boyfriend of about a year or so, I don't know what she's up to.
She's bored.
I'm interested in seeing what she's saying, not to get back into a relationship, but maybe something else. What do you think I should do?
Do it, mate. Do it, mate. That's a fuck. That's a leak. What? So you're broken up. She's got a new boyfriend. She's messaged you in the airing.
Well, she's followed him back now and is liking bare pics.
That's a massive red flag for the Donny in a relationship. Huge. You've got to do it. You've got to just stir the pot. You've got to do it. You've got to.
That's what I would say. If that is your ex, and he's obviously single at the time, mate, get in those DMs. Stop mixing.
He can't go first though.
No, don't. But go back and like one of her pictures to let her know that you're seeing it, bro.
Yeah. You like one back. Put a story up that she replies to, then it's game on. You can't reply first because then you look desperate and you were the cunt that was dumped, right? But if you want to, sorry, this is poor. Morally, this is poor.
Mate, this is the fellas.
We might as well fuck it up.
This is we always say on the fellas, look, we'll give you good advice, but it might be toxic. So here it is.
Well, we're all lads here, and we've all
what have we Chip?
We've all been morally wrong here and there. We've all been immoral. Anyway, let me just sip this Copperberg and.
I would agree with Will entirely.
What was the question?
Well, I'm not going through it again. We're pretty much at the end here, mate.
You were all talking. I was like,
you owe that bloke nothing, so you might as well fuck it up.
Exactly. All right. Next up, this one is from a Felita, and her name is
Zootonia.
This has got to stop.
I don't know where to go. Zootonia says, I'm 21. I'm in my last year of uni and have moved back home due to lockdown restrictions. By the way, she did say that this isn't a relationship, but friendship advice. In my last year of school, I had a falling out with my friendship group. They were a group of bitches. They were hella nasty and I don't miss them at all.
Fuck 'em.
And so now I don't have any friends in my hometown. Any advice on making friends after uni, especially in COVID Britain? Thanks. I love the pod.
Get an Xbox.
Making friends. That's fair, you know.
Bro,
like,
there's
are you any
fucking
good on pro
Donny-
clubs?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
What, making friends after uni in a pandemic? I'm not qualified to answer this.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Fucking
drop
no.
into a COD prestige hobby though. That won't be nice for you.
Yeah, just if I were you're gonna have during lockdown, you're pretty much on the ropes. Like you're gonna be chilling by yourself, but for the most part, like just get online. You meet people playing games.
Yeah,
She
you ever
must
been on
be so
4chan?
bins if she's asking this podcast that. Like, this must be really
And we've
fucking...
got friends. We've got you,
we
Will.
make friends.
Yeah, but different fucking... Like, you lot are like... If there's a lass writing into this podcast going, how can I find friends now?
That's because it's
I'm
two
so
fucking,
sorry you found yourself in
That's
this
because
position.
it's two great looking lads making a pod.
And
She's not trying to fucking pipe,
No,
though. She's
no,
trying
no,
to
but
find mates.
she
A lot of them
understands
are.
that she's gonna get the realest fucking answer you could possibly get. You're not gonna get no sugar-coated bullshit
Okay, but
here.
what is it, though, bro?
The-
Like,
the
what,
advice
we need
is-
no, it's not an answer. We need to give her a solution.
Here is the solution. Fucking get an Xbox.
Yeah, and look, if you're one of
This
those, if
podcast
you're one of
holds no
those,
value
yeah,
for
get
women.
a PlayStation. Either way.
Get a PlayStation. Get
Yeah.
fucking if you're really about it, get a gaming PC.
Yeah,
Don't
and-
do
a
that.
yeah.
mouse and keyboard.
if
Yeah,
you're an
become a
absolute-
Discord mod.
Oh, now you're talking. Those Discord general chats in certain
Oh,
servers, you make
God.
friends there.
All right, here we go. Right, this next one's a bit of a lengthy one.
I'm bleeding.
And all right,
Might
no,
hit the
literally,
fucking deck, yeah.
no one. Oh wait, don't show Will. He's got that blood thing.
on.
Oh shit.
I'm not that bad.
Well, no, you are. You see blood in
Yes,
his
you
autism.
are.
Anyway, we can't even talk about it. We're not allowed to talk about it. Anyways, here we go. All right, this next one is from a fella. His name is...
Will.
Right, Will... Oh, his last name's Lenny. And he's said, this is, so strap in, here we go. I'm 20, I'm from South Africa. I started dating this girl less than a month, but we've been exclusive for a while now, and obviously I find her super bang. But there's just
The first month is always like your...
honeymoon. Honeymoon.
You're like, this woman has a goddess.
Wait, honeymoon lasts for a while.
I'll
though.
be honest, if you're already finding issues with a girl in the first month, chances are it's already right.
That's facts. That's
But-
facts. That's big facts.
We'll continue here. So for context, I'm relatively experienced in the bedroom, but she's a virgin and hasn't even climaxed before.
She is of age?
Yeah, I mean, he's 20. I would imagine similar age.
You'd hope so.
I'm the type of guy that digs foreplay and love going down on her. So naturally, we've done everything apart from the porking royale. That's literally what he said here.
You lot are corrupting the youth and making them say things like this.
No.
This is
it's-
your influence.
We're just making them
Nobody said
understand
pork and
their-
royale before you two came
Yeah,
about.
well, guess
Yeah,
what?
well-
My man is mashing up naan differently, right? And he said, so yeah, anyways, he's pork, and he said, which isn't an issue for me. I don't mind waiting until she's comfortable and ready for the meat scepter. I like that. He's put that in there as well. Shout out him. He's actually using our
He's
lingo.
poor,
Bro,
but yeah,
then
he's
you're
in this.
corrupting a bunch of people, man.
I like that. So he's whacked out the meat scepter, and he's willing to contain the meat scepter until she's ready. Good man. The problem is that she's afraid or hasn't been able to orgasm. There's been plenty of times where she stopped me before I can get her to that point. He said, let's not beat around the bush, fellas. The big orgasm is a beautiful thing, and I want to share it with her. Shout out to you, man. I like that. He's thinking about her needs. Good man. I just don't know how to get her there while making sure she feels comfortable. My girlfriend and I, by no means do I want to make her feel used or taken advantage of anyways. I would love some advice with this. Huge fan of the pod.
I think if she stopped you, you weren't going to get her there. I think if she
There's two-
stopped
there's
it...
two
I've
things
got a
here.
mad thing I'm about to say in a second.
There is two
I'm gonna
things
say a
here. There
madness.
is two things here. Okay, Will could be right. If she stopped you, you could be making
I
her
think
sore
you're
in some
barking
way.
up the-
You could actually be hurting her possibly in some
Yeah.
way, and she's definitely not going to say because she likes you or whatever. Or she's about to squirt the fucking load
That's
out.
what I was going to say, bro. She's a squirter.
Because she
could
might,
be,
she
bro.
might, she
But
might not
be.
want to. Yeah.
She might be.
You lot are on some
No,
fucking dodgy wavelength.
no, but she would still, even if she's a virgin, she could still know if she's a squirter
Yeah.
herself. Okay? from doing her own thing. What, she don't want to... The Donny's got a 35-inch gaming setup. What if she squirts all over his Razor mouse?
Like yous have somehow fucking like telepathically connected, right? And yes, right, this could be true, but I feel like you lot have agreed on this 1% chance, and the 99% of it is probably, you know, you probably wasn't going to happen anyway.
Mate, she could be like a high-level squirter here. Yeah. And a lot of girls don't feel comfortable. Like, it is the first month. A lot of girls don't feel comfortable.
Well, right, mate, there we go. There's the answer to your question. Is she's just a massive, big, dirty squirter.
Wait, why are you making it seem like a bad thing?
What the hell?
No, I'm just saying, and that's why she's just ashamed to come in front of you. That's obviously the answer here. You're kidding yourself,
She might have not done it in
so
front
what
of
is it then? What is it?
I think she weren't in it.
I think Will could be right, though. I think Will could be right.
I think maybe you were overdoing it. You were maybe going a little bit too full on.
Yeah.
She weren't enjoying it, and it wasn't. She was stopping you before she was gonna come. She wasn't gonna come ever.
Yeah.
With what you were doing.
You were making a
But
the
main thing is she's got to be in the mindset. It might not be. He might not be doing anything wrong.
She can be in the best mindset in the world, but if you're not providing the goods, you're not providing the goods.
All right, mate. What you need to do is you go onto the hub. You go onto the hub, and type in Nina Hartley like tutorial, and she's got a mad thing. You'll be doing numbers in no time.
I got another thing for you. I got another thing for the fellas and the fellitas at home. So obviously the Kegels have progressed. Yeah. Okay. My Kegels are serious now.
Do you know what?
Will, just to run you through this, a Kegel is where. Okay, so let's imagine you're going to the toilet and you're gone for a wee.
Yeah.
When you so you're weeing.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to stop the wee. Mm-hmm. What you do, you squeeze your Kegel muscle. Okay, so there's this thing called practicing Kegels where you squeeze and rapidly squeeze and hold and blah blah blah, and it helps it can help get better erections, like last longer in bed, all this kind of stuff, and it also makes the sex better sometimes.
Yeah. Right.
So we've gone further along the line. Now, obviously, when I am inside the palace.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're inside the sugar walls.
Okay. With somebody, which no, we haven't here. But I figured out the method of going as far into the palace as possible, and then dropping the Kegel. Apparently, it's a belter. So, lads, I know you've all been practicing those Kegels. We actually got one DM saying, "Lads, Chip, you fucked me. I practiced Kegels and now I can't." No. Yeah.
What? You just got his fucking iron mic.
Well, yes, and yes. If you can find a girl that can Kegel as well, and you'd both do it at the same time when you are deep into.
Well, you're like 3, 2, 1, and 10.
No, yeah.
Kegel squared that one.
No, yes, you count down.
What? It's elite.
You count down, and it is a different.
Wait, did you do that? You did that.
Yeah, you count down.
Oh, you did that.
Jesus Christ.
Look, fella.
Yeah.
He dropped the Kegel squared.
Yeah,
what a boy.
Kegel squared. That's what it is.
Was it a vibe?
It was mental.
Yeah.
It was an experience I have not yet wandered into. It was like going into space.
You've never been to space?
No, but that's what it would feel like.
Oh, okay, got you. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Zayton. What was it?
Zutonia.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, it was a bloke that time,
it was
right?
a bloke. I don't know if we ever got round to giving this bloke a name.
Oh, yeah, it was Will. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, this was WillNE. Yeah. Anyways, mate, look, either one, she's a massive square, or two, you need to do some tutorial work. All right, here we go. Next up, we have got a Felita. Could we get a name for this one? Will.
Sarah.
Okay.
Like Alex's.
Oh, well, you didn't need to. Nobody needed to do that.
Oh, this one is interesting, actually. I've got. I think we might maybe be a bit split here. Hi, I'm feeling a little down at the moment and need some advice. Recently, I asked my boyfriend, out of all the girls that he has fancied, if I was the most attractive.
That is a.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
What is wrong with you?
There's no good answer. If you get the good answer, it's a lie.
Here we go. Not including personality. He said no.
No! She's got to be like 16.
So she goes, I don't know why I asked. I just thought he would have said yes. But it has really hurt me. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that I'm not the most attractive, but still, it really hurts knowing that I wouldn't have been his first choice. If me and these girls, I wouldn't be the first choice if me and these girls have been put in a room together. How do I move on from knowing this? I know looks aren't everything, but it still hurts. I just want my boyfriend to see me. I just want my boyfriend to be as attracted to me as I am to him. At the moment, I feel like I am into him a lot more than he is to me.
Mate, this is
the answer to this question is we've already passed.
It's already
that point.
done. Yeah, it's done.
The answer to this question is don't ask the question in the first place.
Right.
It's then like that. If you think potentially I'm not going to like this answer, let's just not go there. Right. Let's just not go there. You've gone too far. We can't help you.
Wait. That is absolutely not.
I don't like to be savage on the show because
Look, she's no. She's
you
asked the
take
question.
it past
Will is
reconciliation.
Right. She should not ask that question. That is, you know what? We'll talk about it.
How do we help the feelings from now?
Okay, this is what you do. This is what you realize. Look. Listen, okay? You are not the most attractive woman in the world. There are going to be...
Always.
Oh, no, always. There is always someone better looking than you, or at least someone else will find someone else better looking than you.
Not you,
That's facts.
Except for Chip, because obviously Chip always looks great. But the point is that question is so stupid that you asked such a stupid question in the first place. You deserve the answer.
Yeah.
Right? You deserve the... And not only, if anything, fair play to the bloke, because he's actually answered truthfully. It's true though. He's gone straight up and he said no, you are not the most attractive, which is fair enough because guess what? There are 1,000 other women out there that are probably more attractive than you. And until you come to terms with that, then you're constantly going to come back to this, to feeling down. Yeah. So when you realize that, you'll be sweet.
But you're beautiful in your own
So
way.
what part of that was advice?
You are great.
What part was nicer than what I said?
No, it's true. It's true.
It's true.
Carl,
but he's not taking it better.
No. What you just said is true. Carl, you've just absolutely finished her off there.
Yeah.
I can't believe... Oh, look.
Listen.
It's all in good spirit.
Right, the positive...
Carl has just told you there's about 1,000 other women attracted than you.
Which is true. But the positive note which it ends in doesn't mean doesn't find you attractive.
Yes.
It doesn't mind that, it doesn't mean that.
That's bang on.
It's just like... Maybe he found someone else a little bit more attractive. But it's still... She could be a 9, you could be an 8. I'd take that.
But
8s are still good.
In life,
I'd be an 8 if I could be an 8.
Will, whenever you're going out with someone, you are trying to find a balance. You're not going to go out with a 10 that is a fucking moron. Okay? Or obviously, besides me going out with you, but still, like, you get the...
So I'm the 10 and the moron. I'll take it. Yeah, thank you.
Wait, I've really messed that one up. But nah, seriously, you get what I'm saying. You've got to find a balance, and that's what's important.
You could probably be really sound, which is why, you could be the long-term project.
Yeah.
The long-term
Guys are looking for someone that's good looking, but at the same time, it's actually enjoyable to be around, okay? Yeah. You could be the perfect balance, the concoction of a porn star martini. You are it, okay?
Yeah,
you might not be as good looking as someone else you slept with, but she could be a fucking moron that honestly enjoys Star Wars The Last Jedi, which is a massive moron. But still, you get what I'm saying.
All right, here we go. Next up, we'll do this as the last one here. This one is from a fella, and his name, Will, is...
Zach.
Zach. Oh my, you've actually got his name right. Fair enough. Zach, listen up here. He goes, I've got a relationship problem I need advice on. Now this bloke's lost the plot.
Oh no.
I've been with my girlfriend for just over 6 months, but nobody knows. And you guys are probably wondering, why, Zach, have you not told anyone? That's because it's one of my mate's exes.
Oh.
And we feel like we can't tell anyone about it, so we need some help on ways to break the news. I'd like to stay anonymous as well. My mates watch the podcast. Oh my God. All the fellas in here.
We'll break the news.
Oh my God.
Let's dox him.
Wait, can I read that in bit for a second? I missed it.
There you go.
Carry on though.
Mate, imagine that. I cannot believe that. Oh, wait, now what's going to happen is all the fellas listening here are going to go, hold on, my best mate's shagging my ex.
Yeah. Do you know what the thing is?
Well, it doesn't say it's his best mate. It just says mate.
It's his mate.
Do you know what this is? This happened in my friend group when I was like 17, 18. It splits the group. Bro, it splits the group of like people take sides.
Yeah.
It's there's no easy way to do this.
How does he get out?
What did he say? He was 6 months deep with this last?
Yeah.
You don't get out. Like there's
fucked.
kickoffs to
It's
come,
done.
mate. If
It's
this is
done.
the crack, like you've just got to take this one on the
It's
chin.
done. It's done.
You've got to tell him and firm what, or ditch her. You either ditch her or firm the consequences.
That's a red card for you, whatever.
I can back that.
That's
I can
a
back
red
that.
card.
I can back that.
No. I'm not hating on him here.
don't
I'm
get
just
the
saying.
No. We are hating on him. You do not date your mate's exes.
Yes, but if you did do it, like, look, it's done now. We have to affirm it. It's history. He shouldn't have let it go on for 6 months. From the moment you listen to this, go and sort it, because it's only going to make it worse the longer you wait. If you go and do it now, it's going to be shit.
Yeah, 6 months, bro. You're guilty.
Would you agree?
But I will say, so that happened in my friend group at 18. Now it's something we all take the piss out and laugh on. Now.
Is he still with her?
No, she's long gone.
Oh,
but right, it's all laughed about now.
Yeah.
So it's deep now, and it will be very deep for at least a year or two, and then you'll realise, oh, it's probably not that funny. She'll be long gone, and you can take the piss out of it. So just crack on. It's not going to be that deep in the end, but it's going to be very deep now.
No, what I reckon could be a shout potentially is when you're hanging out the back of her, send a pic to your mate and be like, "Sorry to break it to you, mate, but."
The amount of times you've done that with me. I've got so many pictures from Carl just hanging out the back of it.
Anyways, I reckon that's probably a good way to end this episode.
Pleasure.
Right? How long will we be going for, BTS, Alex?
Can we end this with a Sambuca alarm?
Oh, for
you know what? We
sake.
fucking can't. And, Will, you know what? I just want to say,
that.
this today has been in my top 14 fellas podcast.
how many are we in? 14.
14.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very
You know
much,
what?
Alex.
Get the alarm out.
I won't lie. It's definitely a top 3.
There we go. Get the alarm out and
It's
your
coming.
phone's
It's
there,
coming.
mate.
I said to Carl before we even like came to this podcast, we normally try and come up with subjects or whatever, make sure we know what's going on with whoever's coming on. And today it was just like,
That one's still left in there.
Yeah, but that was from
lad,
last
stop
time.
doing this.
No, you mate, it was still left in there
I
from last
swear
time.
to God,
You didn't
if you
finish
didn't
it.
have them beautiful blue eyes. Fuck me. You'd be one of the pocket boys. I swear to God.
Oh, now it's demonetized.
All right, let's finish
Can
this
you
up.
mute that one, Alex?
Here we go.
A toast to Corona and Will.
And to WillNE coming
To
on the
WillNE.
podcast.
Yeah.
Here we go.
If you guys didn't know, WillNE actually means Will Lenny.
Get that down, you mate. All right, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, then you guys can follow the fellas on Instagram. You can make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, then you go over to our Spotify because we need to overtake the E-Boys, please.
Don't forget, Deezer and D Live.
Deezer and D Live.
Yeah, buy the fucking product so they come back and give
thank
more money.
you.
yeah, guys.
What a boy.
Buy them, support the boys that clearly need it, right?
Yeah,
Support
right,
the
okay.
boys.
We'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Bye.